How's it going, you guys? Welcome back to another edition of the podcast. And today we're going to be talking about, a little bit of a dietary direction that I've been going lately with me and the wife. One of the things that we are trying is celery juice. Now, for those of you out there who don't know what it is, it's pretty much taking celery, putting it into a juicer, and then drinking it. It's really that simple. It's nothing too crazy. But we had a friend come over, my wife's close friend, childhood friend, I should say, come by the house over the Christmas break. And at that time, she was sort of filling us in on some of her health and fitness lifestyle and what she's been going through and some of the things that she's been trying. And she's been working out on a daily basis and really just living a healthy and a fit lifestyle. And one of the things that both her and my wife went and did when shortly after she got here was they went and they hit the grocery store and they picked up some provisions, I guess you can say, for the visit. And these provisions were celery juice. She informed my wife that it was something that she had been doing for a while. It had really been helping her with her digestion, there were a lot of beneficial factors to it that she felt she was receiving while consuming celery juice on a daily basis. Blah, sorry, sort of tripping over my words right now, but my wife, she gave it a shot, and I think she tried a glass for herself at room temperature, which for those of you guys out there who are avid juicers, you probably know that drinking juice cold is better or the best way to consume it. But she learned the hard way that warm or room temperature celery juice just it's not the bee's knees, so to speak. It's not the cat's meow. And so she learned that, you got to pop that bad boy in the fridge if you want to consume that. And after her friend had left, left us with some good information, some good memories. My wife decided that, she wanted to start trying juicing, and she wanted to do 1 month of celery juice. And she asked me if I wanted to do it too. And, if it's health and fitness related, I don't want to say I'm always down, but more often than not, I'm game. So I said, yeah, let's go ahead. And we started with 4 ounces of celery juice. My wife makes it every night, and usually it can sit in the fridge for about 2 days. If you go for that third day, you roll on the dice, because you're either going to get a really nasty glass of celery juice, or, more often than not, you're going to get a nasty glass of celery juice. It's not going to be the best, but I think I started the first of the year, so I've been doing it for 7 days now, and there's a long list of beneficial things that I sort of just read up on really quick on the internet. And to just be completely honest with you guys, I don't really care. There's a long list of things that it says it can do, and there's a long list of other websites that say it can do nothing. And at the end of the day, it's something that I'm choosing to consume in support of my wife and in support of living a healthier lifestyle. And, if any of those things on that list are true, such as repairing gut health, lining the stomach and helping you with appetite suppression, detoxification, what are some other things? Like an anti-inflammatory. If any of those things are true, then that's great. But I'm not drinking it for that reason. I'm drinking it to support my wife because it's what she wants to drink. And, you know, I'm going into it with a very positive mentality. I'm going into it thinking that it's something that I wasn't doing before. And if I reap any benefits from it, then that's really great. That's a win. At least I'm trying something. And more often than not, people want to turn down the opportunity to try something that might help them, whether it's on the road to becoming stronger, whether it's on the road to losing weight, or whatever the case may be. A lot of people want to see the negative in these things and just shoot it down. I hear a lot of negative talk when it comes to certain diet trends. I heard a lot of negative talk when it comes to supplementations, when it comes to sort of gym apparatuses. And at the end of the day, if it even causes a placebo effect, or if it gives you the innate drive or that little bit of a push to get yourself up and into the gym, or to prep healthier meals for the day, to proactively think like longer term down the road, what's my next meal going to be? What is my day going to be like? I feel better, even if it's a placebo effect. I think I'm going to go for a walk. This all has the means of it like a domino effect in a positive light. And if it doesn't do anything, like biologically, scientifically, whatever the case may be, then no harm, no foul. I mean, it's better than a burger. I can guarantee you a burger will do something much far more negative than 4 ounces of celery juice. And sometimes people need that. Again, there's a bunch of studies that are for it. There's a bunch of studies that are questioning it. I haven't read any studies that are against it, but that's just one of those things that come with this whole health and fitness journey, is you really got to find what it is that's going to work for you. And it's what me and my wife are currently doing now. I've heard the talk about, it has zero beneficial things to it. Like there's no nutritional value in celery, or whatever the case may be. And I've heard the arguments that you lose a lot of the fibers in when you juice because it's all in the pulp. And again, it's one of those pills you have to choose on your own, red or blue pill. Like, what are you going to do? Are you going to do something? Are you going to do nothing? Are you going to continue down that road just doing the same old thing, kicking that can? I think it's a step in a proactive direction, and I hope it helps. From what I've read, all the things sound great, and yeah, I mean, I can only hope. I can only hope that it does something beneficial, because that was actually something that I kind of wanted to touch on as well. I mean, we're meal prepping. I'm exercising. I have a lot different exercise regimen in the gym. So even if there are benefits with regards to stepping on the scale and watching the pounds either melt away or watching muscle begin to develop a lot more and take shape, I can't just attribute it to one thing. I can't just say, if somebody asks me, wow, how did you lose weight, or how did you get stronger? I can't honestly say it was that 4 ounces of celery juice, because that's not the only thing that I'm doing. It's one thing that works in concert with everything else that I'm currently doing. And that's the way I think a lot of people, they don't necessarily look at it that way. They look at it as, I just want to do one thing. I just want to take one pill. I just want to drink one drink. I just want to do one exercise. Or I don't want to do any exercise. I want to put like a little electrostatic thing on my tummy, lay down and let that do the work for me. You have to look at it like all of the things that you're doing in concert, in unison, that everything from waking up and eating a full and healthy breakfast, from going on a walk during your 10-minute break, or like my supervisor at work, he'll warm up his lunch and then set it down on the table and take a walk down the block and back. By the time he gets back, that food is cooled off, and he's taken that time instead of what most of us do is open our phones and start getting onto social media. He's done something a little bit more proactive in his life. And it's all of these things, again, as I repeat myself or beat that drum or sort of beat that drive that point home. It's all of these things working in concert, working in unison with one another. It's the foods that you eat throughout the day. It's the activity that you engage in. It's whatever scientifically proven thing or placebo that you partake in that hopefully has no adverse or negative effects. But even if it has no positive effects, something that motivates you to get into the gym or motivates you to eat healthier, it's still a net positive, even if it doesn't do all the things that it was listed or intended to do. So to kind of touch on, because I went off on a real rant right there. I went off on a tangent, but to touch on the celery juice, what we do, or what my wife does, I should say, is she'll clean it, soak it, rinse it, soak it again, chop it up into little bits so that they fit into the juicer. We have a little Cuisinart juicer that was a hand-me-down. If you want to like review on a really good juicer, it's not this. This isn't going to be a review on juicers, but then she'll put it in the juicer, juice it, and we usually, out of one stalk of celery, I want to say, or bundle, I don't know the scientific term, but out of one of those, we can range from 6 to 12 ounces of celery juice. And with our juicer, it does leave wet pulp. So in essence, there still is juice in that, but we don't have one of those little strainers to squeeze out the excess juice that's left in that pulp. So unfortunately, it ends up in the trash or in the compost. From there, we just put it in a glass, or we divvy it up between each other. My wife puts it in a glass in the refrigerator for me, and I drink it first thing in the morning. And from what I'm told, again, I'm following instructions, I'm trying to be on the same page with everybody here. But my wife, she tells me to just drink it on an empty stomach and not eat anything for 30 minutes or for half an hour. And that works for me because by the time I wake up in the morning, I pound that celery juice. Granted, I'm not sipping it. I did not say it tastes good. It could probably use a lot of things to make it taste good. However, that would probably tip the scales in regards to adding a lot of sugars and adding a lot of other things that you probably don't want in your body. So I chug it. I just take a big gulp and then just drink it on down. And I really don't waste any time when it comes to that. So, and then the way my morning goes, I don't really have breakfast or a real full meal until my first break at work. I'll have a protein bar when I get to work, but by then an hour and a half has passed, so I'm well in the clear. And one of the things I did notice was maybe excess, excess banyo trips, if that's keeping it clean. But other than that, it's only been 7 days. I can't really give like an extensive review on it and let you guys know 100 like how it's been going. But for the most part, that's been my experience for the first 7 days. And that's been what I've been doing starting January 1st and what we'll continue to do throughout the rest of January. If you guys are interested in juicing yourself, feel free to join along. You can follow. I post regularly on my Instagram. It is at Ramon_Campamore. That's CAMPOAMOR. There you guys will see like fitness videos, what I'm doing in the gym, and just if I'm drinking that juice in the morning, sometimes I'll post a picture of that, because sometimes it's good to have community, and it's good to have people to go along this journey with. So if you guys are interested, come along with me, and that's it. Keeping it simple and sweet, short and sweet. So yeah, thank you guys again for taking the time to listen. Be sure to leave that like, subscribe, hashtag, follow, tag me, whatever, And as always, till next time, see ya.